Jamie Dornan and the late apology, when scandal threatens the family, Los Angeles at night. The city was bright with lights, but the mansion atop Mulholland Drive was dark. Jamie Dornan stood by the living room window, a cold glass of wine in his hand, his eyes looking out at the sparkling sea of lights below. But in that light, he saw nothing but emptiness. His family was slipping away from him day by day. Amelia had gone back to Ireland with their 3 children, leaving him with only a cold room and an unnamed torment. The phone vibrated, a message from Dakota Johnson, "We need to talk. Now." Jamie sighed. He knew it was inevitable, but he still hoped for a miracle. He typed, "Where?" When he met Dakota in a small coffee shop, without any preamble, she looked straight into his eyes. "I know it's all over Hollywood. What do you want me to say to Amelia?" Jamie sat rigid. Everything flashed through his mind, the scandal, the flashbulbs, the paparazzi screaming, and most importantly, Amelia's disappointed eyes. A message from the past. The next day, Jamie called Amelia. He heard her voice on the other end of the phone, quiet but still cold. "What do you want to say?" Jamie swallowed. "Amelia, I regret everything." Silence. A long silence that made his heart feel heavy. "I don't know where to start. I hurt you, my family, and myself," she reminded him. "Jamie, I've heard enough." Apologies don't heal what's been lost, but Jamie knew he couldn't stop. His apology wasn't to seek immediate forgiveness, but to let Amelia know that he realized all his mistakes, from the busy days with work to the selfish decisions he had made. Fateful encounter. A week later, Amelia returned to Los Angeles. They arranged to meet at a small park where they used to walk hand in hand with their child before things got complicated. Jamie saw Amelia, and for the first time, he felt truly scared. Not afraid of the angry look, but afraid of losing the chance to express everything he had kept inside. He stepped forward, his voice trembling. "Amelia, I know words aren't enough. But I want you to know, I'll do anything to make it up to you. I want us, not to go back, but at least you know how sorry I am." Amelia was silent, her eyes weighing everything. Part of her still hurt, but the other part realized Jamie was sincere. She looked at him, and for the first time in weeks, her lips curved into a tiny smile. Days of atonement. Jamie began the long days to prove his apology was not empty. He spent time with Amelia, helped her with her charity work, attended her children's reunions, and most importantly, listened without arguing, without justifying. One night, as they sat by the campfire in their garden, Jamie looked at Amelia and said softly, "I know I've missed a lot, but if you give me a chance, I'll do everything to keep this family, no matter how small, no matter how imperfect." Amelia turned away, tears rolling down her face. "Jamie, I don't know if I can completely forgive. But I see that you really regret it. And sometimes, just realizing that is enough to start over." Jamie held her hand, no need to say another word. That moment said it all. The twist, past and future. While Jamie tried to make amends, the scandal with Dakota was still a lingering wound. He had to face the media, the gossip of the audience, and even his friends in the entertainment industry. But this time, Jamie learned to accept the consequences, instead of running away from them. One afternoon, Jamie received a text from Dakota, "You're changing. I see, just don't forget to take responsibility for what you've done." Jamie smiled, looking at Amelia, looking at a future he never thought he would have the chance to enjoy. He knew the days of regret were still long, but this time, he wouldn't go it alone. Amelia looked at him, held his hand tightly, and said, "We'll take it step by step, Jamie, but you have to promise, you won't make the same mistake again. I promise, Jamie replied, his voice trembling but sure. They stood there, in the Los Angeles sunset, and for the first time, Jamie felt hope. A fragile hope, but truly their own, built on regret, sincerity, and patience.